As long as the weather's cooperating, we typically go through the process of hitching up our trailer the night before our trip. Step 1, especially with fall approaching, is to blow leaves, twigs, and acorns off the roof before we close the slide. After the roof has been cleared, I inspect the slide tracks on the outside and floor area inside the trailer for any obstructions and then pull the slide in. It's important to pull your slide in before you hitch your vehicle to avoid potential strain and damage on the slide mechanisms. And before we go any further in this process, it's time to remove the X-chocks. Leaving these in place throughout the remainder of the process could cause damage to the chocks, wheels, and RV suspension. And now it's time to check the tire pressure. Tire pressure is crucial for travel trailer safety, longevity, and performance because it affects weight distribution, heat management, handling, and wear. Correct pressure supports the trailer's load evenly, preventing blowouts and enhancing stability. It also prevents uneven tire wear, improves fuel efficiency by reducing rolling resistance, and protects suspension and other components from damage. Always check the manufacturer's recommended pressure for your specific trailer and load conditions.
The tires we have here have a recommended maximum load pressure of 65 psi. So I'm going to check this, and we're at 56.5 psi. This particular Ryobi inflator has a digital gauge on the back, which makes it very handy for when you're inflating. You just push a button, the trigger, and it shows you as you're inflating what the tire pressure is, so you have an accurate way to stop the gauge and stop the inflator as you're going along. I'm using the Ryobi battery operated power socket to raise the scissor jacks on the travel trailer. This takes a 3/4 inch socket, and this is the Ryobi 18 volt Ryobi 1 Plus system, and it's very slick in raising the scissor jacks.
And while I'm putting away my blocks, let's go back to the tires for just a moment. Before every trip, be sure to inspect them for signs of uneven wear, damage, the occasional nail, or anything else that compromises their integrity and your safety. In the interest of saving a lot of time and debating, I've skipped ahead to everything being lined up and ready to hitch. I think on the third try we were finally where we needed to be, but Dan has been known to get it right on the first try too.
Before I put the full weight of the trailer onto the hitch, I like to install the stabilizer bars. There's two holes. Bar just slides into this pivot. Slide your pin in, safety pin, And by not putting the full weight on, and sometimes you have to adjust the hitch, it helps with your ability to slide this bar on. You need a tool like this one, but sometimes if there's too much weight on it, it makes it difficult to even use the tool to put this on. But with the tool and the right amount of tension, it's easy. Let me put our locking pin in place. And we have our stabilizer bars on.
Okay.
All right, so we want to engage our safety pin into the hitch. Make sure that's locked on. And then we want to hook up our safety change. So I like to cross over and then hook this from the underside, and then take this one, cross over, and hook it from the underside. Then we'll take our emergency trailer brake. If something would happen that our hitch would come loose for whatever reason, if the hitch would break or slip off for some unknown reason, this will break the trailer. So we make sure we hook it on. And should we lose the hitch, it'll pull on this and it'll activate the trailer brake and stop it from going any further forward. This is the power for the trailer. We're not going to hook it up quite yet because this is the night before our trip, and if we do, it'll drain the battery on my vehicle. So it normally would go right in here, and we can show that later, but for now we're just going to keep it tucked away in here and ready for tomorrow.
Now that the trailer is securely hitched to our vehicle, it's time to retract our hitch support. It's also important to note that until we are ready to pull out tomorrow, we leave our wheel chocks in place to avoid any undue strain on our vehicle. Our driveway is on a bit of a downhill grade, and we certainly don't want the weight of the trailer pushing against the vehicle while we're parked here. We definitely don't want to forget the block for our hitch support. We use this wood block at this site to prevent wear and tear at the base of the metal support and also help with stability once we're set up. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you in the next video.